Seems like don't nobody want to say it, man. I guess I'm gonna have to be the bearer of bad news, man. All right, come on, let's do this. What's up, Texas fans? Hey, it's Texas Fan in Rehab, man, and I'm back again, man. I've been gone for a minute, but I know you guys have been missing me. I've been missing you guys too, man, but I'm back. Hey, just want to go ahead and get into this recap of all the events that's been going on over the last week. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it real brief because I don't have a whole lot of time to be messing with this thing, man. But of course, they came out with the NFL released the schedule for the Texans this week. It was long awaited, man. We couldn't wait to get our hands on it. And listen, I'm gonna just tell you straight out, man. These cats that have been fluffing us up, man. It's been good vibes and good feelings around here. Everybody wants to see us win 13 wins and all of that stuff, man. I'm gonna just give it to you real, man. I don't see that being the case this year. I know Debbie Downer, all of that, cool. But I'm just, I got to be realistic about this, man. I mean, we had what was one of the most fantastic seasons we could ever imagine that came out of last year, man. We rookie of the year, quarterback, defensive player of the year, with Will Anderson Jr. It was a tremendous season. I mean, too bad it just fell short, man, at the hands of the Ravens, man. But it kind of set us up for what the potential could be with this team. Now, that being said, we all know that this is the NFL, man. And I mean, anything that you've seen before, if you've seen it enough times, you know that, this thing is not linear, man. It's not always going in one direction the whole time. We saw this last year when it came to Damian Pierce, man. I mean, you saw his production his rookie season, and then you saw how it fell off the next season. I mean, you've seen this in the past with other guys where, you have guys come in and they're phenomenal and then things go down. I mean, shoot, we even saw it with Deshaun Watson, man, where he came in hot and then after a period of time, things change for a different set of circumstances. So we already know that there's some ebbs and flows when it comes to NFL in the season, and the way that things are structured, that they're structured to kind of create some balance within the teams. And it's rare that you get a team like the Chiefs to come out and be back-to-back champions. So let's just be realistic about this, man. I mean, I would love to come in here and say that we're going to have 13, 14 wins on the season. Just the way that I'm built, it's just not meant to be for me to just lay it out there that way, man. So, give me some levity, give me some space, and, let's see how this thing plays out. I'm more than willing to accept the fact that I could be wrong. But let's break down the calendar. Let's break down the roster. I'm sorry. Let's break down the schedule for the season, and let's see where we have this thing breaking down, where we have the outcome for the wins and losses total or whatnot. So week one, we're going to be at home. We're going to be on the road against the Colts. I have us taking the L in week one. Yep, coming out the back, we got Anthony Richardson. We finally gonna get to see him again. I know that he doesn't have a whole lot of tenure under his belt because he was injured last year, but I just don't see us coming out the gate, powerful like that against the Colts at their home place. It just is what it is. Week two, we have our first primetime game, one of 4 in the evening for primetime games that we're going to have, but it's not the only one that's going to be on the national stage. But the first one that we have of the season against the Bears is going to be here at home. We get to see Caleb Williams, the rookie, come out and possibly show us something. I don't really have a whole lot of faith in Caleb Williams, to be honest with you, but hey, he's showing some good things in training or in camp so far, in the mini camps that they've been having. But I have us taking the dub in that one. So now this is gonna get a little friendly for us. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be a little friendly for us in the next couple of weeks here. So we have the Vikings. We have the Vikings on the road. So week 3, Vikings on the road. They have a rookie quarterback. We're playing inside. I think that's going to play a factor. Of course, we're comfortable inside because we have a home stadium indoors. I'm going to give us the dub on that one. So, we got 2 wins, 1 loss going into that week 4 game against the Jaguars. Now, we play the Jaguars here at home. It's a toss-up for me when it comes to the Jaguars. I mean, we saw last year we won at their home. They won here, but, hey, if you watch the games, you remember the outcome. It was very balanced between the two teams. I think we'll kind of have a little bit more of a hedge on them this year, at least early on. And I get into why I say early on, but I got us taking the dub in the Jaguars week 4 game. We have the Bills also here at home week 5. This is going to be a good matchup opportunity for us to see Stephon Diggs play against his old team. Also going to be the first opportunity we get to see those smoking New Jerseys, man, the H-Town Blues. So this is going to happen this week. We got Josh Allen going to be here. Of course, that's going to be, top flight quarterback. Our first real opportunity to see what we can do against one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I got us taking the dub. To be honest with you, I think that's one of those weeks where we stand up and we do what we need to do, man. So moving forward, we got the Pats on the road. I'm gonna try to hurry and get through these quickly. We got the Pats on the road, Patriots on the road. I got us with the dub there. So it's looking very friendly right here, right? So we have 5 wins so far, 1 loss. I know that's unlike everything that I was leading into, but here we go, man. Packers on the road, week 7. I got us taking the L, man. Just on the road, a lot of travel, a lot of stuff going on. Colts here at home, week 8, got us taking the dub. So we split the series with the Colts. Week 8, we take the dub because we're here at home. I mean, it's just one of those advantages. Here's where it starts to get a little dicey, man. So the schedule sets out to where we have these weird quirks in the scheduling, where we have some shorter weeks and then some longer weeks and then some extremely short weeks. And this is setting up for one of those times, man. So we got the Jets on the road week 9. I got us taking the L. The last time we played the Jets, unfortunately we lost C.J. Stroud in that game because of concussion. That turf monster is still the same turf monster, man. What I'm praying for more than anything is that we come away with this game with very few to no injuries at all. But it's football, man. So there's always the possibility for you to have some injuries out there, and we just hope that it doesn't factor in at this point. Now, that being said, I want to say I'm very conscious to the fact that this being football, it is what it is. Injuries are going to start to play a factor in how these outcomes come, how the rest of the games that I'm counting or I'm breaking down here are going to play. Injuries will play a factor, and then all of the scheduling time frames is going to play a factor too, and we'll get into that. We got the Lions here at home, week 10. Now the Lions are a tough out, man, and to be honest with you, I got us taking the L that week, so that's consecutive L's that we got going on. Then we have the Halloween game against the Cowboys, the hated Cowboys. We're going to be playing in Dallas. I got us taking the dub on that one, man. That'd be awesome for us to get up there and make a road trip, but I definitely have us putting in the work and getting that dub on that one. We have the Titans in week 12 here at home. I think that this is going to be the other opportunity that we get to wear the H-Town Blues, and just like, Tennessee tried to put it in our face with wearing the with wearing the old Houston Oilers jerseys. I think this will be the opportunity for us to kind of, put it back in their face just the same way, man. So I fully expect that that's going to be the case. So I got us taking the dub there. Jaguars on the road, week 13, splitting the outcome with the Jaguars. I got us taking the L. Week 14, we got a nice little bye. Now, rest of the season, it's going to get a little struggle season. I mean, we got week 15 here at home against the Dolphins. I got us taking the dub only purely for the fact that we're here at home. That's really what it comes down to. We don't know what the team for the Dolphins is going to look like. They kind of changed the team and everything that all the tools that they have on their team constantly. So you never know what you're going to get when it comes to the Dolphins. And I never underestimate them. I mean, we've seen them over the years play against the Patriots and always give the Patriots hell in that conference matchup. So I don't underestimate the Dolphins at all, but I do have us taking the dub in that one. But then here we go, man. We got 2 primetime games back to back. We got the Chiefs on the road, week 16 in the elements. It's just not looking good for us, man. So I got us taking the L on that one. Then we turn around and we backdoor on a very, very short week. And this is the second time that we've got a very short week where we have to play the Ravens. So 2 top flight teams, 2 primetime matchups. We're going to be playing the Chiefs and then backdoor and play the Ravens. We're playing here at home. I got us taking another L, man, to be honest with you, because I think at this point in the season, injuries are going to be playing a very heavy toll on us. We saw the O-line get obliterated last year. I don't think that we'll have the same outcome with the O-line having the massive amount of injuries that we did last year. And again, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I do think that the injuries will be playing a factor towards the end of the season. And here we are, week 17 against the Ravens. We're definitely going to have some guys that need to be sitting down and relaxing. Maybe that's CJ. Hopefully not. Preferably not. Week 18 is still to be determined as far as what game we're gonna, what time the schedule is gonna be out for that. They did that same thing last year. It just is one of those quirks in the schedule where you might have something going on surrounding the team and whatever availability the stadium has for whatever. So week 18, we are undetermined on the time frame, but we do know that we're going to be on the road. And I have us finishing out the season taking an L, man. Not because we can't beat the Titans, but I think it's going to be one of those situations where we need to get as much rest as we can with the potential of going into the playoffs. So that, if you tally everything up, has us at 9-8 on the schedule. But we have the opportunity to change the narrative of what the season might look like. I think this conference is this division is going to be very tight and packed. We're not going to have one team that gets out away from the rest of the pack. If that is the case, I definitely don't see it being the Titans. I'm sorry, I don't believe in Mayo. I don't believe in whatever his name is, Mayo. I call him Will Levis. I'm sorry, that he'll be able to take his team and basically outperform the rest of the division. So that's what I have as far as a breakdown on the schedule, man. I know that a lot of you guys have been out here talking and making it sound glitz and glamorous with the season. Great. But I just don't feel that way. I have to come from a different perspective and just feel like, we have a lot of different factors. It's a much longer season. We have 4 preseason games, which I know we're not going to have a lot of starters playing throughout all the preseason games. But because we now have the Hall of Fame game, on top of the fact that we have a longer season now, I just think it just sets up, too many opportunities for injuries to be a huge factor for us going through the season. Plus, with these several spots in the schedule where we have compacted seasons that don't get offset by extremely long breaks, it is what it is, man. I wish I can get into further detail with that, but I'm sure I will as the season is going along, man. Let me give you 2 more little bits real quick. Tank Dell, we finally got an update from Tank Dell on his Instagram page. He posted a couple videos of him out, showing that he's getting work in and he's running routes and running long and all of that stuff, and that's great. I think a lot of people had a great concern about when he got shot, the amount of rehab that he might have to go through. Me personally, I was concerned about where he got shot. Not that it's any of my business, but just concerned that if he got shot in the leg or hindquarters or whatever, that these things might impact his availability before the season. But obviously, based off of the videos, you can see he's looking pretty good. So that's dope. And then, last little thing I want to touch on, man, we got we got one of these energy vampires that seems to be floating around in the team, man. And I'm really surprised that the team hasn't done anything about this, man. Steven Nelson seems to be shooting some shade at our head coach, man. I don't know whether or not he's exactly shooting the shade or whatever. It's kind of a mixed bag of what you got going on. But Steven Nelson definitely last year shot some shade at Nick Caserio during the contract negotiation period. So, that can kind of get a little dicey. Guys want to kind of beat their chest a little bit. But he definitely, shot some shade on social media about Nick Caserio and his vest. But this year, what we're seeing some shade about, him calling D'Amico Milk Dud, which, D'Amico's bald or whatever. But, it's like, what's the purpose? He's posted a couple pictures, one of them highlighting the storm that we had recently. So I'm hoping that that's something that's just surface level issues or whatever, but we'll find out very soon, man. But anyway, I got to run, you guys, man. It's been good to be back on board, man, and I'll be posting up more videos here soon, man. So look out for me. Texas Fan of Rehab, man. Hey, I'm going to holler at you guys, man. I'm out. Tell you, man, I gotta do what they want to do.